What's up, everyone? Welcome to the first Mint Fest. Oh my gosh, I've had such a fun time, just watching everyone's presentation so far. I'm actually curious for the chat, who has been here for the whole day? Who's been here all day just watching these? Because I know I have, and honestly, some really great presenters. And I was here all day yesterday, just listening in, super informative stuff. Okay, I'm looking at the chat right now. Oh my God, so many people have been here all day. Jeez, that's crazy. All right, let me introduce myself really quick. My name is Jennifer. I'm here with one of the co-founders of Evaluate, Christian, and we're going to be talking about our site, Evaluate.Market, which I feel like a lot of you have probably heard of us. If you haven't, then we're excited to introduce our platform to you. But basically, we are a platform where you can analyze your NFTs. And we started out really just analyzing NBA Top Shot moments. And, then we started adding more NFTs, which we're going to talk about in a second. But Christian, what's up?
Hey, thanks for having me on. Excited to be here, and I've been watching the First Mint Fest as well, and we've been super involved with the First Mint. We sponsored their newsletter. We were on the show a couple months ago, so it's great to be back working with them, and good to be presenting.
Yeah, shout out to LG. All right, so the agenda for the presentation today. We're going to talk about our team, introduce, who is behind Evaluate.Market. We're not anonymous, okay? We are real people, and, we want to kind of share with you who's on our team and what we do and our story on, how we got started. We really launched Evaluate.Market this year, and it's crazy how much growth has happened these past several months. And we just kind of want to share that journey with you guys. If you haven't been with us since the beginning and, maybe you're curious. Then we're going to actually show off our new platform, which, by the way, if you don't know what our platform looks like currently, go to Evaluate.Market, just open a new tab or something, type it in and check it out, see what it looks like right now. Because we are going to be showing you kind of a sneak preview, not every single little thing that the new platform is going to have on it. We're still in the process of working on it, but we're going to show what the new platform is going to look like and everything. And we're super excited and honored to be able to actually present that today to all of you. Then we are going to talk about some NFT projects, talk about blockchain technology, and we're also hiring. So we're going to talk about some positions that we have open, and then we're going to do a Q&A. So if you have any questions, save them till the end and ask away. We're here to answer any questions you have as well. And then pay attention throughout this presentation, because we are going to be doing some trivia giveaways. We're giving away some NBA Top Shot moments over in the First Mint Fest Discord in our Evaluate.Market booth. To those who answer things correctly, and it's going to be based on the information we share in the presentation today. So yeah, without further ado, let's get to the next slide. All right, so who are we at Evaluate.Market? So these three guys right here on my left are the co-founders of Evaluate. We have Alex, Christian, who is presenting with me today, and Cody. And then here I am right here. And then we have Jeff, Ray, and Matt. And Alex, Christian, Alex, Cody, Jeff, and Ray are part of our dev team who have been working super hard on the new platform reveal, and they've just been working day and night. Shout out to them if they're watching this. Really just, trying to make the new site look amazing. So, and then Matt here is gonna help us be able to do serial-based evaluations and such, with which a lot of people have been requesting. And I am in charge of social and marketing. And Christian does literally everything. So, but next, I'm going to let Christian talk, and Christian is going to kind of share the story on how Evaluate.Market got started. Maybe I should go to this. Maybe I should go to this slide so you can look at our beautiful faces while you hear the story. But Christian?
Yeah, definitely. And I can make this brief because I know we want to do the platform reveal and kind of get into different NFT projects. But we started in January. Alex introduced me to NBA Top Shot mid-January. I'm a huge Phoenix Suns fan, so kind of fortunate but unfortunate with how the finals worked out. But I bought a Devin Booker moment. I bought a couple of Top Shot packs. He bought I bought one pack. He bought a couple of packs. We checked in a week later. And they were worth, I think, around 7 or 8 times what we had spent. So after that, we realized there wasn't really a lot of research you could do into how the moments were changing. Back then, you could only see the last couple of sales. You couldn't see what was in packs and whatnot. So we created Evaluate.Market. I kind of come from the business intelligence world, so I put together an app in R while they built the React app, and we gained a lot of traction. So a couple of weeks later, on February 8th, we had 8 million page views on the site when Top Shot was just exploding. We raised some venture capital shortly after. And since then, we've kind of been building for different blockchain standards. So we already support Flow directly, Ethereum as well, both ERC 721 and ERC 1155 tokens. We're expanding into other chains. We've added already 8 projects. We have a couple of projects coming up shortly with this site redesign. So that's kind of our story, and where we're going from here is just sort of adding more projects and then making it easier to kind of research things and look at the market and kind of get a clear view of how many collectors there are in different projects and what they're selling for and how they're trending.
Nice, thank you. Yeah, and super exciting that NBA Top Shot actually has us officially linked on the site. Like if you go click on any moment, you can scroll down and you can actually click to further analyze your moments from there, which is awesome. And I feel like that really, kind of also helped us gain a lot of traction and attention from the Top Shot community. And yeah, we're going to be talking about, some of the other NFTs that we have on our platform as well. And kind of like the vision with that and, what we're planning to do moving forward. All right, so currently the NFTs that we support. So, as Christian said, we started out with NBA Top Shot. Really it was just kind of going to be NBA Top Shot. And then we're like, you know what, let's add some other, NFT projects that are on the Flow blockchain, because NBA Top Shot's built on Flow. We could easily add other projects built on Flow. And so we added Eternal. Shout out to Newbie and Jeff presented yesterday. Actually, shout out to them. And Alex, one of the co-founders, is a huge fan of the whole, gaming, collecting moments idea. So anyway, we added Eternal. They're built on Flow. We added Evolution, Ben Morrow's Evolution, which is also built on Flow. And then, we decided, let's tap into the some of the projects that are on the Ethereum blockchain. And so, we added some ERC 721 projects. We added, of course, we had to add Bored Ape Yacht Club. Actually, I'm curious, does anyone in here have an ape? Anyone in here have an ape? An ape or a dog? Because honestly, shout out to you if you do, because it's crazy. Like if you look at the floor prices on these right now, it's going insane. And Christian actually, should we share a quick story? Fun fact. Oh my gosh, some people were like, sadly, no. Okay, I'm sorry. I hope I don't make you guys sad or anything by bringing this up. But I don't have an ape either, by the way. And Christian, this is Christian's ape right here. He had bought it literally when it was 0.2. And I remember I was like, I had told him to sell it so many times. I was like, Christian, sell your ape. The floor is like 1 ETH. Like, sell your ape, sell your ape. And thank God he never listened to me, because now the floor is 17 ETH, which is insane. So yeah. And people were like, okay, no, I don't have an ape.
Yeah, one thing I'll touch on this is it's been a cool opportunity to get to use most of these items here I own, except for the Gutter Cat and Evolution because it's serialized, and the Gutter Cat belongs to Gutter Rick, and he was nice enough to let us use it for the new site. But it's cool to be able to use it commercially. And I think if I had advice to people building blockchain technology or websites like ours, because there's a lot of need for it, make sure that that the name of your company and what you're doing is generic so that you can expand to other projects. Because a lot of times, when we first started, we were really focused on Top Shot, but we were glad that we were able to kind of easily transition to these other projects.
Yeah, definitely. And then we added wicked craniums and gutter cacking, by the way. That was highly requested. This is an ERC 1155 token project. And oh my God, the community was like begging us to add them. So we definitely did. They have a strong community. We also have the bulls on the block. There wasn't room to put them up here. And then actually this is some breaking news. We're actually adding VFriends to our platform with the redesign launch. So sometime this month, we're going to be launching the new site. And this is, this actually right here in a way is even a sneak preview of kind of what some things are going to look like. But we're going to be adding VFriends, and, we're super pumped to be adding them to our site as well. All right, let's see. Community, we have our Discord, Evaluate.Market. We do NFT giveaways in there. We talk about different NFT projects coming out and all that. And of course, you can connect with us on Twitter at Evaluate.Market. Oh my gosh, I thought the video was going to play. I had a heart attack. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't just start playing on me. Okay. So first of all, we're about to show you guys what our brand new site is going to look like. Now, keep in mind, this is not what it looks like right now. If you go to Evaluate.Market, you're not going to see this. You guys are actually the first people to see what the site is going to look like. We're super excited to show you guys this. Our dev team has been working so hard for the past few months. We worked with this company Sequence to help design the site. And then, our team has just been working on building it out and making sure it's perfect before we launch it for all of you to use. And, we're confident that you're all going to love this, the new site. So here's kind of a preview of what it's going to look like. Woo! All right. So let's break down some of these different features that we're going to have. So starting with the new feature, the live listings. Christian, do you want to kind of talk about this a little bit?
Yeah, so this will help you in sort of a live view, look at different NFT projects, whether it's Top Shot or Eternal on Flow, or some of these more popular Ethereum projects, see the listings come in live. You can filter by traits, and then you can either buy the OpenSea on the existing platform, like OpenSea or NBA Top Shot Marketplace, or analyze them on our site. So you'll be able to sort of filter and look for different NFTs that you're looking to buy. And this will kind of give you a standard place to do that. One thing that we're excited about is the way that our site has been traditionally kind of set up is that you can only look at one NFT at a time. We're introducing sort of mixed views. So if you are looking to buy maybe Boarded Kennel Club or Gutter Cats, you can look at both of those and see the listings come in live, maybe even faster than they do on the existing sites, and then have a chance to buy them. So we're super excited about that. And this new platforms kind of give us the foundation to build in new things with our brand new data scientist who's been helping on that front. And then also, different metrics and stuff that people are looking at for NFTs. So we're really excited about being able to kind of look at in a marketplace view, the different NFT projects on different blockchains.
Yeah, and that's huge, by the way. If any of you guys are on OpenSea, and you go to search a project and you're like, oh, how much is the gutter cat gang floor? And you're like, buy now, low to high. And then you're like, oh, let me compare, a different one. You have to open a new tab and search the project. You can't just search multiple projects and check out the floor pricing and all that in the same tab. So you're actually going to be able to do that on our site, and live too. You'll see listings pop up live in real time while you're on our site. You don't have to refresh the page or anything. And so we're so excited to be able to bring this to you guys. All right, next thing we're going to talk about portfolio tracking. Christian?
Yeah, and so these are some design mockups. So some things will be slightly different, like the different currencies and whatnot. But basically, we're adding support for a lot of different NFT projects. We want everyone to have a place where they can see what they hold in their different projects. And we'll probably do some summary statistics on this in the future as well. So if you own NFTs, whether it's Ethereum-based ones or Flow ones that we support, you'll be able to see your account values and how they're trending broken out and individually when you click Analyze Collection. So I think that'll be helpful for kind of having like a step back. And after we sort of have this design out, our goal is to add as many of these major NFT projects as we can so that you can get a full picture of what you own and how it's performing.
Yeah, and I had seen someone in the chat was saying like, oh, will you be able to see, multiple projects? And yes, you will. You can link your MetaMask account and you can, type in your Top Shot username, link your Top Shot account, and you can see all the different projects that you have, from this with this feature. So, like Christian said, we only have 8 NFTs that we currently support on our platform that we had, told you about earlier. And like we said, we're launching the 9th one with Redesign VFriends. But we are planning on adding so many more. We really want to be the place where you all come to be able to analyze and then, check out additional information easily that you would maybe have to do a ton of digging for normally, or, you'd have to go to a bunch of different sites to find all this information. Whereas, we kind of have it all just in one place. And so, I'm actually curious. I wanted to ask the chat, everyone in the chat here, if you're on Twitch and you're able to type in the chat, what projects do you think we should add next? Because, we are really looking to add popular, great projects. We don't just want to add anything, especially at first when we only have a few projects on board. We want to make sure we're adding on, things that are in high demand that people really want to see. And, as soon as we launch this redesign, we're just going to be able to churn and burn and, start putting out these projects on our platform and, really be able to just keep adding more and more at a quick pace. And, we're really excited to be able to do that. So we'd love to hear your feedback on, what projects you think we should be adding. And I'm just going to go through really quick. Okay. I'm seeing Royal Society of Players, Alien Boy, Annie Midas. I don't know how to pronounce that one, but I know that project.
A lot of cool cats.
Cardano projects. Oh yeah, Cool Cats. Okay. Oh my gosh, there's so many. World of Women, Fame Lady Squad. Yep, a ton. Okay, thank you so much. There's a lot of great suggestions. Goats, and we even have some that we're planning on. A lot of these that you guys are saying, we are planning on adding these. Just kind of it's a matter of when, really. But that's awesome. Thank you for that. And by the way, if you're watching this and you have your own NFT project and you want to be added to our site, we do have a form that you can fill out. And actually, if you go to our Discord booth and you click on the pinned message, you can fill out the form there, or you can just, message us on Twitter or something. We'll give you the form. But awesome. You guys have some really great suggestions there for NFTs to add. All right, Christian.
Yeah, so I was just going to give a basic summary of what we're providing on the new site. let's get an overview of how you can use Evaluate.Market to do research on NFT projects. So one thing that we display on the homepage is the number of NFTs in the collection and how many people own it. And if you're into the NFT world, you know that people track unique owners pretty closely. We show full sales history, so you can look at individual NFT assets, and if for some of these Ethereum ones, filter by traits and look at all of the sales. We do floor prices, right? So if you have, let's say you have an ape that has, I don't know, a halo, you can filter to those and see what the floor price is. And you can see across the collection what the floor price is. We do trait-based trends. So you can see 4 different key traits, how they're trending. And then we also have community resources, right? So you can go to our Discord and connect with thousands of people who also collect NFTs. And we also have, people who interact with us on Twitter that you can use as a resource. So that's sort of our main offerings. And then in terms of like the next slide here, like researching NFTs, I've been watching sort of the presentation, and a lot of people have kind of hit on a lot of these questions. So, I won't spend too much time. I know that we've got under 10 minutes here, but other things that we advise people to look at is how active the project's Discord is, and kind of how the community is trending, how many unique collectors. So we talked about that on the last slide. Who are the top collectors? So we have leaderboards in our site, and I think that's super exciting because a lot of times if you spend time on NFT Twitter or in different Discords, you start to recognize collectors, and we show, not only for individual collections, but for individual assets and different traits, who owns the most. So if you have an NFT collector that you like to mirror, you can see on our site how they're trading. And then, looking at different traits, or sorry, can you go to the next slide?
Oh wait, what? Oh wait, hold on. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, those are some things that we recommend. And then next we were going to talk about different blockchains. So the 2 that we support right now is Ethereum and Flow. We hope to add some other chains as well in the coming months. But the main differences people talk about is Ethereum's proof of work, Flow's proof of stake, right? So with Ethereum, at least right now, and hopefully with these new standards coming in the next couple of weeks, this will be reduced, but there's significant transaction fees. Flow is essentially free for the user. There's thousands of NFT projects on Ethereum. There's 20 plus or so good projects on Flow right now that you can buy. And they both have different scalability solutions, right? Whereas Flow is kind of built with this multi-role architecture to enable it to scale and to kind of fit the needs of commercial large IP holders who are making, maybe millions of NFTs. They're probably the best solution right now for that, outside of things like Matic and sidechains on Ethereum. On the next slide, I think we just talk about IPFS. So this is another consideration when you're buying an NFT is the digital asset itself, like the photo or the GIF or the video, is it hosted in a distributed manner, right? So the concern is that if somebody is self-hosting their content, let's say you buy, I don't know, say it's like a Penguin NFT and they're hosting it on their own Google account. If they were to remove that link, you lose it. So IPFS is a distributed file system that ensures that the data is immutable, but also accessible, right? As long as nodes are willing to host it. So I think when I'm looking at new NFT projects, I've always looked to see if they don't initially support IPFS for the traits and the assets, do they plan to? And I think that's usually a good kind of rule of thumb to follow is, kind of look at the roadmap and see if they mention anything about hosting their files in a distributed manner. And then on the next slide, I'm not an engineer, so I'm not the best person to talk about this, but I recommend everybody who's looking at the NFT space and looking to build there to go to OpenSea's blog and look at the non-fungible token Bible. You can learn about the different blockchain standards. And what these standards are is they're sort of akin to what you'd see maybe with content standards like HTML, CSS, JSON, CSV, things like that. Internet standards, basically just how did they structure these tokens in a way that makes sense and is sort of agreed upon universally. So you can learn about the differences between ERC20, ERC721, ERC1155, and I'm sure as these new standards evolve, they'll have resources for that, with the main point being that ERC721 is non-fungible, ERC1155 supports like the semi-fungible states. And it's good to know and to research, but there's been successful projects across different standards. Like if you look at 1155, Gutter Cats has done really well, and there was people concerned about that format being used. So you can research these things on OpenSea. Just look up the non-fungible token Bible. I can do, especially in 5 minutes, can do it justice. So I definitely recommend reading that if you're into NFTs.
All right, and then, oh, sorry.
Yeah, you can take this one.
Okay, I was just gonna say, and finally, like I said earlier, we are hiring. So if you fit any of these positions, please email us, careers@Evaluate.Market. We're looking for a data scientist, senior software engineer, NFT research analyst, site reliability engineer, and data engineer. So, shoot us over an email us your resume. And we're really looking to grow and expand what we're able to do. And we have kind of a small team right now, so we're looking to really build up the team as well. And finally, feel free to connect with us over on Twitter, DM us if you want. Come join our Discord. And like I said, we have all this information also linked in our Evaluate.Market booth. And is there another slide after this? Oh yeah, if you have any questions, man, that really zoomed by. There's only 5 minutes. So if you have any questions, please feel free to ask, now's your chance. Like I said earlier, at the beginning of this presentation, if you paid attention, we are doing trivia after this over in our Discord booth. So in the First Mint Fest Discord channel, in the Evaluate.Market channel, we're going to be giving away some NBA Top Shot moments. And so, for those of you who are watching our presentation today, so join us over there after that. But let me see.
We had a quick question about whether or not the positions are remote, and they are. So we all live in different states. We're fully remote. We work on Discord and Slack. So we're mainly hiring at in the US, and people authorized to work in the US, but we do remote positions. So feel free to apply if you live in different states. We're located everywhere.
There we go. Yes, we are located everywhere. Seriously, literally, I think every single one of us live in a different state. Texas.
Yes.
Boston,
California.
Yeah, Cali, North Carolina is where I live. Utah. Wow, someone said Evaluate is the first site I ever used for account valuation. That's awesome. We're honored. Okay. Do you pay in ETH or Bitcoin? Unfortunately, just USD. So
yeah, hopefully in a couple of years, that'll be an option.
Will the site be broken up by blockchain? It'll be, I don't think so, right? You can't filter float. Yeah, it's just broken up by project. So yeah, everything's just going to be in, you'll just be able to see it by project, really. So it won't be broken up by blockchain.
Yep, you likely won't be able to. We'll price things and how they're priced on the marketplaces. So when you're looking at projects, if they're priced in Ethereum, you'll see the Ethereum symbol next to the prices. But other than that, it's all within the same platform. You don't have to, it doesn't break it out into individual chains. It might be good as a filter if you want to look at solely flow projects and things like that. But the experience doesn't change for the blockchains, and they're not sort of put into sections based off what chain they're on.
Cool. All right, well, awesome. Thank you guys so much for watching our presentation. Hopefully, you enjoyed it, and I'm glad we were able to show you a sneak preview of our, new redesigned site. Like I said before, we are going to launch the redesign sometime this month, so be on the lookout. Big things happening, but yeah, thank you so much for tuning in. And oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Meet me in the Discord booth. Okay, so we're gonna do some trivia and give away some moments. All right.
Cool. Thank you all.
Peace.